the how do we come to this conclusion of slope deflection equation. In the previous class we were discussing about how to calculate the fixed end moments, and I also explained you that what is the moment required to create the unit rotation, right? Then this is the part of the derivation which I have not solved. This is similar to that of equation that I solved here. Okay, so if you refer the previous derivations, you will come to know how to solve this also. Anyway, I'll deal with this later also. Okay, now I am considering an hypothetical situation. Assume that this is a fixed beam I have. This fixed beam is subjected to some irregular loading. So whenever you apply a load, there will be a fixed end moments that get generated. So this end we are calling it as MFAB. Here I will call it as MFBA. Okay. Now I am assuming that there is a rotation called theta A that takes place at A end. Okay. So because of that, the moment that gets generated is 4 EI theta A divided by L. At the far end, it will be 2 EI theta A divided by L. Okay. Similarly, I am also assuming that there is a rotation that will take place at theta B, at B, which is equal to theta B. So because of that, the moment which is required to create a rotation of theta B will be equals to 4 EI theta B by L, and the reaction of that will be equals to 2 EI theta B by L. Okay. Now first I have considered that there is a load, then there is a rotation at both the ends, then I will consider that there is a translation that is taking place at any of the end, but right now I am considering it at A, so do not worry about it. So assume that there is a translation that is taking place which is having a value of delta. Okay, and the moment that is required to create this value is minus 6 EI delta divided by L square, and the reaction that gets generated on the far end will be also equal to minus 6 EI delta divided by L square. Okay, now the slope deflection equation, as we call this as, okay, so these equations are generated by considering the hypothetical situation where there is a rotation that is taking place at both the ends, and then there is a deflection is also. Okay, so in this ideal condition or in this hypothetical condition, I am interested to know how much is the moment that gets generated. Okay, so if at all there is a load, there is a rotation that is taking place at both the ends, then there is a deflection that is taking place. So in this case, what is the equation to calculate a moment? Okay, so the equation to calculate the moment can be calculated by taking the sum of all the moments. Okay, all these moments. Okay, so taking the sum of all these moments at any given end. So what I will do is, summation of all of this is nothing but MFAB. This is the moment which is representing the load which has been applied, plus of 4 EI theta A divided by L. Now this is the moment which is created at A end because of the rotation at A end. Next is 2 EI theta B divided by L. Now this is the moment which is created because of the rotation at the far end B. Next, minus of 6 EI delta divided by L square, and this is the moment which is created because of the deflection that is taking place at A. Okay, now when we have the sum of all this, I'll call this as end moment, or we can call it as final moments. Okay, so if I want to calculate how much is MAB, final moment, it will be the sum of fixed end moment and the moments because of the rotation and moment because of deflection. Okay, now similarly I can also write the equation for MBA also. Okay, so to write the equation for MBA, what I have to do is I have to add all the moments which are on the right side. Okay, so first what I will do, MFBA, which is the fixed end moment at end B, plus of 2 EI theta A divided by L, plus of 4 EI theta B divided by L, minus of 6 EI delta divided by L square. Now this is what the equation will have. Now if I try to rewrite it again, what I will do is like this, MFBA plus of 2 EI divided by L. I am simply rewriting this. Okay, so instead 2 theta B, okay, plus of theta A minus of 3 delta by L. This is what my equation will be if I try to simplify it. Similarly, I will also try to simplify this equation. So what will be the simplification of that? MFAB plus of 2EI by L, okay, 2 theta A, sorry, 2 theta A plus of theta B minus of 3 delta by L, okay. Now this is what the equation is. If you want to calculate how much is the end moment or final moment of any joint, okay, so this is what that equation will be, okay. Now if you see these two equations for MBA and MAB, I can write a generalized equation like this: MFIJ, I is some arbitrary end, okay, and J is the far end, okay. Now for example, this MFAB is representing both BA and AB, okay. So in B, I is your near end, and in case of A is the far end, right. So I is representing B and J is representing A, where B is the near end and A is the far end. So I is representing near end and J is representing far end, is equals to MFIJ, okay. MFIJ means what? This is the fixed end moment which is calculated at the near end, plus of 2EI by L 2 theta I plus of theta J plus of 3 delta by L. So this is the generalized equation which can be used for any joint to calculate the moment at a final end moment at that joint. So MFIJ is equals to MIJ is equals to MFIJ plus of 2EI by L into bracket 2 theta I plus of theta J plus of 3 delta by L, okay. So this is what the most generalized equation which you can apply either at A end or either at B end, okay. So okay, this value should be minus. I just made a mistake over here. This should be minus here, please rectify it. Okay, fine. So what we'll do is that we'll continue to solve the problems, okay. This is what the theory part of the slope deflection equation. In all the previous videos I explained you what is kinematic indeterminacy, static indeterminacy. I explained you the principle of superposition. I briefly had discussed all the basic details that are required to analyze any given beam, okay. Now what I'll do is I'll quickly start solving the problems, okay. So I hope you all have written this, okay. I'll erase this part now. Okay, so all of you write down this problem. We will start solving this problem. We try to analyze this problem. So let us try to analyze this. So the first part of analyzing this structure is to understand what kind of structure is this. This is called as continuous beam. So in this there are two elements, two beam elements. So AB is one member and BC is another member. Okay, so let us try to briefly understand the free body diagram of this beam, and we'll try to solve the kinematic indeterminacy and static indeterminacy also. Okay, right. So first what we'll do is we'll take the free body diagram of this. So what will be the free body diagram? Now I told you that whenever you find a horizontal force, then only the horizontal reactions will be generated. So henceforth, as you see in this, there is no inclined force or horizontal force, so then there is no horizontal reaction, right? So that's why we will not have horizontal reaction, we will have only vertical reactions, right? So let me try to specify all the reactions that are generated. So first here the reaction we will call it as MAB. Okay, then here we will have VA, this is your VB, let me call this as vertical reaction at C, and this will be my MCB. Okay, so these are the reactions I have. So how many reactions I'll have? 5 reactions. So the static indeterminacy of the structure will be 5U, which is 5 reactions, minus of 2. It means was 3 is your static indeterminacy. Alright. Now let us try to determine what is kinematic indeterminacy of the structure. So kinematic indeterminacy will be this joint. First let us analyze this joint. This joint will not undergo both rotation and deflection, so henceforth this will be 0. Okay, theta is also 0, delta is also 0. Now going to this side, again this is also fixed, so this will not be undergoing any rotation or deflection, so henceforth both the values are 0 here. But at B joint, okay, so I'll try to draw this B joint, and we will try to understand the elastic curve. Okay, so let us draw the elastic curve. I hope you all remember what is elastic curve is. Elastic curve means what? Though these elements are rigid in nature, okay, but we are assuming it to be elastic. If they were elastic, we will try to understand what will be the behavior of the structure. Okay, right. So if it was an elastic member, it would have been like this, right? So this would have been like this. Here the slope is 0, here the slope is 0, but there exists a slope here because this is pin joint. Because of that, we assume that there exists a rotation. So the value of rotation of both the members at joint B, okay, will be same, which will be theta B itself. So we have one kinematic indeterminacy called as 1, and which is your theta B. Okay, so how many static indeterminacies? 3. Kinematic indeterminacy is 1, right? So after understanding this both, we can be able to solve. Okay, right. So first thing what we need to do is that we need to understand the number of elements that we have. We have 2 members, which is AB and BC. First let us try to write the equation for MAB. What is MAB? MAB is the moment that is calculated for member AB at joint A. Okay, so I am calculating the moment for joint A here for member AB, right? So let me write the equation, slope deflection equation for MAB. What will be the equation here? First MFAB we need to calculate, okay, plus of 2 EI by L, right? So 2 theta A plus of theta B minus of 3 delta by L, right? So delta is the deflection. Okay, anyhow, so from this equation we can be able to calculate how much is MAB. Okay, so before that what I'll do is let us try to determine what is MFAB. Okay, so to solve MFAB, what I should do is that I have to divide this beam into 2 different parts. Okay, I have to divide this into 2 different parts and assume them as to be fixed. Okay, so the first part is my member AB. Okay, let me take member AB separately. This is A and this is B, and it is loaded by what? By a concentrated load which is 50 kilonewton. Okay, and this is at a center 2.5 meter from left and 2.5 meter from the right. Okay, so next is similarly we'll also write for next member, which is, this is our AB and this is our BC. So this BC is loaded by UDL, and what is the magnitude here? 10 kilonewton meter. Now what you do is that you try to solve how much is the MFAB. MFAB, MFBA, MFBC and MFCB. You try to solve the fixed end moments for this. I hope you all remember the equations to calculate the fixed end moments when it is concentrated load at the center, and you also know the equation to calculate the fixed end moment for UDL. Okay, so you solve both of this and you tell me the answer. You must tell me how much is MFAB, MFBA, MFBC and MFCB. See here, what is the equation to solve for concentrated load at the center? If I tell you to calculate the fixed end moment, I have derived this equation earlier in the class. This is WL by 8 and this is also WL by 8. Okay, let us see the sign symbols later. I'll explain you the sign symbol later, but whether you remember that we determined these two equations. So whenever there is a concentrated load W at the center of the beam, you will calculate the end moments from using this equation, WL by 8, WL by 8. So what is W here? W is the value or the magnitude of the concentrated load. L is representing the total length of the beam, divided by 8. You will get to know how much is MFAB. Now tell me how much is MFAB and MFBA. Okay, good. So is it 31.25? So 31.25, this is also 31.25. Now what is the unit for moment? So the unit for moment is kilonewton meter. Okay, so it is force into distance. Force is represented by Newton and distance is represented by meter. So that's why it is called kilonewton meter, right? I hope you remember this. So once we calculated this, we must be able to understand whether they are negative in nature or positive in nature. Okay, so tell me whether this is negative, yes or no. With respect to your sign symbols, this is your negative and all these are positive values, right? So that's why we'll write this as minus 31.25, we'll write this as plus 31.25. Now similarly, what you do is that you need to calculate in case of UDL. Okay, I had sent you the image in your classroom, the different formulas to calculate the fixed end moment under different loading conditions. So what is the formula to calculate this? This is WL square by 12. Is this correct? This is WL square by 12. Now can you tell me how much is MFBC and MFCB? So is it 30? Okay, very good. So this value will be minus 30, this will be plus 30 kilonewton meter. Okay, so you write all of this. Okay, once you have written this, you just message me. I'll continue to solve the problem. Okay, I hope you have solved all of this. Now what I'll do is I'll try to solve this equation. Okay, so to solve this equation, first of all we'll write all the compatibility equations. Okay, now we'll go with A. Do we I'll solve it here somewhere here. Okay, so what is theta A? Looking at this is fixed end, so theta A will be equals to 0. Now theta B exists because I calculated from here kinematic intensity, and theta C is also equals to 0, right? Now delta A is 0, delta B is also 0, delta C is also equals to 0. These are our compatibility equations, right? So from this equation, what I'll do is first we'll go back to MFAB. So what is the value of MFAB? MFAB is minus 31.25. I'm going to substitute it here, minus 31.25 plus of 2EI divided by L. What is the value of L? Now here this should be LAB. Whatever the member that we are considering, that should be the length I consider here. Okay, if this is my AB, so what is the length of the member AB, which is 5 meter, right? So let me substitute this as 5. Now from the compatibility equations which I written it earlier, so theta A will be equal to 0. It means what? I can eliminate this, right? So this will be equal to 0. So 0 plus of theta B minus of, okay. So when I say delta is representing the deflection, net deflection that is taking place between A and B. Okay, so there is no deflection that is taking place, henceforth the delta value is also equal to 0 and entire equation will become 0. Now this is what the equation after substituting all the values, right? So now what will be this equation now? Minus 31.25 plus of 2EI theta B divided by 5. Now let me call this as equation 1. Okay, now this equation is for calculating MAB. Now similarly we can solve for equation MBA. Okay, so for MBA again what I'll do is that I'll write equation, slope deflection equation for BA. So MFBA plus of 2EI by L 2 theta B plus of theta A minus of 3 delta by L. Okay, now again substituting the values of MFAB. How much is MFAB? It is 31.25 plus of 2 EI by L. 2 EI by L. L is how much? 5 again, because the member is same, AB member, right? So theta B exists, so that's why theta B is here. Theta A is equals to 0, delta is also equals to 0, right? Now what will be this equation? 31.25 plus of 4 EI theta B by 5. So this is my second equation, which is MBA equation. Okay, so any doubt in this part? Okay, now I'll solve one more equation. Okay, there are other two equations which are to be written. What are those two equations? MBC and MCB also be written. Right now I have only written the end moment equations for member AB itself. Now I am going to write the equations for B and C, right? So first I will take MBC. MBC should be equals to MFBC plus of 2 EI by L to theta B. Okay, what is near end? B, and what is far end here? Theta C minus of 3 delta by L. This is correct, right? Now let me substitute the values in this. What is MFBC? MFBC is minus 30 plus of 2 EI by L. L should be how much? What is the length of the member BC? Length of the member BC is 6 meter. So I am substituting that over here. Now theta B is 0 or not? No, the theta B value is there. So let me keep this as theta B itself plus of theta C is equals to 0, going to compatibility equation. Now similarly the delta is also equals to 0. So henceforth what is left over is this equation for us. So this is minus 30 plus of 2 EI by 4 EI theta B by 6. So this is what the equation for MBC. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. You try to write all of this. Okay, if you have any doubt you ask me. So can you similarly write what is the equation for MCB? You try to write it by yourself. I will directly write the equation for MCB. You try to solve it by earlier steps. Okay, I will directly write what is MCB. See whether it is correct or not. This is 30 plus of 2 EI theta B by 6. So this is my third equation for MBC, and this is my fourth equation, which is for MCB. So once you have written this completely, you just message me so that I can continue to solve this. I hope you all have written this equation. Now what I'll do is the next part to solve this is again to go back to our original structure and try to understand the equilibrium conditions, right? Now there is one equilibrium condition that I would like to apply, which is called as summation of moment at joint B is equals to 0. Okay, the sum of moments at the joint B should be equal to 0. Now what are the two moments that will get generated here? One moment which I have written here, which is MBA, which is here, and plus of MBC should be equal to 0, right? So we have these two equations, which is MBA and MBC. I can write like this: MBA plus of MBC should be equal to 0. Okay, now you equate those two equations. What I do is that I equate these two equations. 31.25 plus of 4 EI theta B divided by 5 is equals to, plus I should write, so plus of 30, minus 30, minus of 30 plus of 4 EI theta B divided by 6. This should be equal to 0. Now from this, as you can see in this equation, EI theta B is unknown. So let me determine what is EI theta B from this above equation. right? So we had only one unknown. What is that unknown? Which is theta b, and I used one of the equation, which is MBA plus MBC equal to 0. By using this equation, I can be able to solve how much is EI theta b. So can you solve me EI theta b from this equation and tell me what is the value of EI theta b? Try to solve this. So how much you are getting? The value of EI theta b. I am relying on your values, okay? You are telling me that it is minus 0.852. Okay, I do not have a calculator. I am relying on your values itself. Minus, how much is that? Minus 0.852, right? This is the value of EI theta b. Now what I will do is, once we calculate the EI theta b, we can substitute the EI theta b values in MAB, MBA, MBC and MCB equation. Now what you do is that you substitute the value of EI theta b in all these equations and tell me how much is the value of MAB. Okay, solve one by one equation. First let us go for MAB. Tell me how much will be the value of MAB by substituting EI theta b value. So EI theta b value is minus 0.852. Substitute in this equation and tell me how much is MAB. Minus 31.59. Okay, this is minus 31.59 kilonewton meter. Okay, so similarly you can solve for MBA and MBC and MCB. Quickly you tell me the values. See whether you are getting the values of MBA and MBC equal and opposite. So whatever value you get MBA here, MBC value will be of same magnitude but opposite in sign. Okay, if you are getting this as positive, you should get this in terms of minus, right? So see how much you are getting. This is 30.56, right? 30.568. 30.568 kilonewton meter. So this should be minus 30.568. Okay, so once you have solved these two values, you tell me how much is the value you will get for MCB. Close my sir class. 11:40 का तो चालू मार 11:40 का चालू मार
11:40
ಈಗ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ 11:40
ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ
ಈಗ ಮುಗಿತು ಸರ್, ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್ ಇಟ್ಟ
ಮುಗಿಸಿ
ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ 11:35 ಮುಗಿಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು. 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ.
ಹಾಂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ
ಸರಿ,
ಅವ್ರಿಗೊಂದು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಹಾಕಿರೋಣ.
ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್.
ಒಂದು ಹಾಕಿಬಿಡ್ರಿ. 45 ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಿಬಿಡ್ರಿ.
ಹ್ಞೂ ಸರ್. ಇದೇ ಸೆಷನ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಸರ್. ಇದೇ ಸೆಷನ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಸರ್.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಇವರು 5th ಸೆಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ,
ಈಗ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್.
ಹಾಂ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ
ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಇದೇ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೇ.
ಅವ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಂದಿ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಮೊದಲ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಕೊಡ್ರಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂತ. ಈಗ ಅವ್ರು ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಿರ್ತಾರಣ್ಣ ಸಂದೀಪ.
ಹಾಂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್.
ನಮ್ಮ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಾಯ್ತದಲ್ಲ.
ಹಾಂ ಸರ್.
ಹಾಂ
ಹಾಂ ಸರ್.
ಹಾಂ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ರಿ. ಅವಸರ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ.
ಹ್ಞೂ ಸರ್, ಅದೇ ಟೈಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್.
ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ನಾಗ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ನ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್. ಇದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ನಾಗ ಲೈವ್ ತೋತೀನಿ ಸರ್.
ಹಾಂ,
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ನಾಗ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ. Okay, thank you. It is 29.716. So all of you note down all the values of end moments. So in the next class we will continue this and we will try to solve the shear force diagram and bending moment diagrams. Okay.